Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today I would like to welcome you back to City Skylines, the city of Drunkards. I just spent the last sort of 15 minutes trying to deal with audio problems due to the Windows update. It's fine now, however. It was really odd, but it's all good now. It was just with Fraps specifically, so just a bunch of CD quality settings for some reason on my default sound output. I don't know why the Windows update caused that to happen, but that's sort of the conclusion I came to, which is a bit odd, because previously it was on some other settings, and now that ended up being the issue, because before, doing that caused problems, but oh well. It's fine now, we're all good. It's... no worries, really. We're fine, just going to look around, City Skylines. Getting close right now to hopefully getting a decent education, that's what we've been working on, so I'm going to try and go full on into that today. Hopefully the in-game sound's not too low or too loud. Once again, like I said, I'll be doing like audio testing for a little bit, just to make sure that everything is back to the way it used to be. But what I'm going to do is, for every district with a sort of living inhabitants, basically a residential zone, we're going to have education boost. That's what we're going to do. So every single place should have education boost enabled. There we go, one right here, that one right there. And this is just going to not really force people, but it's going to encourage them to take a level of higher education. What we're also going to do is add ourselves a few more sort of school areas. This bit could do with sort of an elementary school right there. There we go, that's not too bad. I think just a little bit more accessibility right there. Same thing with this section. This could definitely do with one. Sort of curious where to put it, though. I guess right here is nice. Or just put it in an area that's not in the way. So there we go. That's another spot right there. And do we have anything down to here? We could do with one over here. Well, I'm sort of worried that I'm going to end up overdoing it slightly. Just don't want to take up too much space. So there we go. That's nice. So right there works. Wait, does it? There we go. Just took a little while to add up. Something else to check up just very quickly is our land value. Let's see what we have right now. Education is going to increase our land value ever so slightly, and by that I mean education buildings. But at the moment it's really good. Quite a few areas are in the green, especially this nice little sort of spot right here. It's looking pretty good. We are most probably going to end up putting down ourselves another university or two, although it won't look as prestigious as these ones. These are the low tier universities that the students go to for perhaps very niche subjects that aren't really related to some of the, more prestigious universities that just sort of might have all-round more popular subjects, I suppose. Like this one right here. We could really name these universities, but I've just sort of... It's too late now. I should have done it earlier. We'll leave it for the time being, but there we go. Sort of all these older zones are definitely quite high in value. This bit could be slightly better. This bit's looking pretty nice, but this section right here for Drunk Moon could do with a little bit of an upgrade. But anyway, so let's go back to education. So right now it's 44%. Hopefully I can get it to be a little bit higher. Let's look at our high schools right here, our secondary education. This bit could definitely do with one, but it might be overdoing it ever so slightly. How many other areas? This has got one. Oh, it's right there, actually. Okay. A little bit close right there to the primary school. I don't like that. Or the elementary. Then we have one right there. The kids might get bullied. Kids can be horrible in that respect, especially teenagers. You have to watch out there. The teenagers are bastards. I know, I used to be one. Har, 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 har. Let's see. I feel like a university over here is a good idea. Since, what is it, total population of 9,000. Most of them being young adults. I say, well, a good portion of them being young adults. Maybe a bit too far, but I don't know. I just want to increase not increase population. I just want there to be more people in higher education. I imagine this bit here probably has the higher population in comparison to this island, right? It's mostly sort of commercial. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of this park and plop down the university instead. Now, I feel sorry for this guy's house. Oh, no, it's a shop. Okay, no, I don't feel sorry for them then. They are very lucky to have a shop right there. Their value just shot up because they're right next to a place near a bunch of people that are very bad with money. So there we are. Fantastic. All the things superstore as well. Lots of commercial around it. I know where I'm placing my universities. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so that's one more. We're going to get another university into... Oh, definitely over here. I did set up some public transport to go to this university, but I don't know. I'm just going to place one right around here. Is this a good spot? It's going to take up quite a little bit of housing, which I don't like, but that's sort of inevitable, so I suppose I'm just going to plop it right here. That way it gets pretty much everything. Kind of. I mean, I suppose I could plop it there instead. Keep saying plop. I'm going to plop it there, why not? Why not plop it there? I don't see the problem with that. It's not amazing, because we are missing quite a sort of large position right here. What I could do is move the snow dump and place it there instead. That might be a better idea. Speed the game up slightly. How are we looking over here? Lots of commercial is required, apparently. Or at least the demand for it is fairly high. I imagine this is just becoming a very big problem right now. Just not enough raw materials. We simply need another way to connect to the Drunken Tycoon area. Probably from up here. Just have it go across. It's getting worse as well. That's the odd thing. How is it getting worse? Surely we have enough goods vehicles. If you look over here, there's quite a few vehicles coming in. A lot of them are just sort of donuts, though. Just bringing in large donuts, why not? There's just not enough raw materials, not enough raw materials. Seems to be just constant complaining when it comes to raw materials. I imagine it's due to the train and sort of lack of other transport services that I'm using. Or, well, not using. So we could use ships, trains, the airport, probably. But I'm not really too fussed since we're sort of at the end of it right now. And I just want to increase that education. It seems to be a little bit of a bother right here. Crime rate is high. Really? Why just this building? They're all the same. They're oddly sort of distanced from the other structures. I don't like that. We could easily fit another one of these sort of little, I don't know, apartment slots right here. One right there, probably one more right here. Although a little bit close to this building, and there are windows right here. Which is going to lower the value of the building because your windows on the side right here are only going to be pointing towards another building. What about these two? I reckon these two are probably roommates, really. And they just have like a little ladder they bring together and connect each other up. Or you could probably jump across these if you're really into parkour. Although if you did slip, then you're not going to have a fun ride down, I suppose. These dishes feel like they conflict with one another. Look, some of them are filled with snow. That can't be good for the reception. Is that air conditioning? Do we need air conditioning in this climate? Really? This is absurd. And then some of these houses are quite high-tech. What house would you live in? I quite like this one. Seems to be quite... There's so much space in this house. It looks so good. This would be my house. This one looks really nice. What would my room be, though? I mean, it looks like this one in the back is a room. Is that meant to be some pool? I don't know, some sort of back garden of some form. Is that a garage at the bottom right there? Yeah, it's like a nice little garage right there. That looks awesome. Then you got your living room at the front. Kitchen somewhere in there. Maybe you'd live up there. Or your house would be on the top floor and then you could sort of chill out. This house right here, amazing. What about these others? Just sort of looking through houses right now. 45% on education. Nearly there. Just 5% more. Are we going to get it in today's episode? I don't know. I'm probably going to do a lot of it off camera. Because the last episode is just going to be filled with fun. It's going to do lots of crazy stuff. Keep reloading and just keep doing crazy stuff. And that's what we'll do for the last episode. Just sort of cap it all off. It's pretty good though. I would say our city's rather large. Nearly at 100,000. We probably won't get that, though, because we need to expand a bit more, really, to do that. We could turn the observatory on. Oh, bugger it. Just turn it on. Cost a lot of money to keep up. But we can afford it now. Previously, we couldn't. But hopefully, that's going to increase the visitors count. What we should do is just sort of decrease the budget in a few areas. So, we'll increase education to an extra 5%. There we go. We will decrease policing. I think it's a good idea to decrease sort of policing because we have quite a high number of educated people, which means the crime rate's going to be quite low. Same thing with this because people sort of do, you know, less stupid stuff, so they're not going to die as often. I think they cause less fires as well, so we can lower that budget. I don't know how true that really is. I think they use up more electricity though. So that's something we've got to keep out. More electricity, I think more sewage, heating, and water. They produce less rubbish. But I don't really want to tinker with that right now. I think they also use less public transport. I can't remember. I need to look what sort of the differences are between the different levels of education. And we could take out a loan if we really wanted to. We never ended up doing so, though. It was never really worthwhile. That loan lasts for a while. I would not take it from that place, though. Pyramid Capital, whatever it was called. Can we increase taxes at all? I feel like we could increase taxes for the high-density commercial by an extra %. We'll see how it goes. Might not go very well at all. There's quite a few more icy roads now, though, which is not great. So, tell you what, I'm going to slightly increase the budget for the... Is that road maintenance? Yeah, road maintenance. So we'll sort of increase by an extra 10%. It's quite the jump, though, so you have to watch out. That's a huge jump. Now, is anyone complaining about the sudden increase in taxes? I say sudden increase. It's an extra %, but it can sort of get quite high up. What is it with this cluster of people requiring... Like, not enough buyers for products, but then just not enough raw materials to make more products. I don't understand. Just leave it. Forget about it. Now, we are using up this extra space right here. Seems fairly dense. How's our education now? Still 45%. Oh, 46 now. Okay. Alright, then. Pretty cool. Is it just simply the case of... Do they go up in tiers? Is it a case of... You have to go from uneducated to educated. Now, I imagine educated is through primary school, elementary, right here. Primary being what it would be called in the UK. For those that are getting confused, I'm sort of calling this primary, but it's elementary school. Calling this secondary school when it's a high school. Calling this a university when it's a university. Oh, wait. There we go. I could use the sort of... I mean, this is called an elementary school for some reason. And then, you know, you could take me to church, but, you know, not going to happen. Let's see, anyway. So, yeah, is there progressions, what I'm trying to say? I can't remember. I do remember reading up a lot about education. To try and educate myself. But unfortunately, I never really passed the system. 21% right there. Then those 21% go up to the 26%. Then those 26% go up to the 46%. And then those 46% can somehow become the 1%. And then we'll start having issues. So, yeah, that's possibly what's happening right now. Still, though, 46%. There's a few people in this particular zone that aren't getting the education that they deserve. Damn it. Bangs fist on table. Quite a few students over here. We're definitely making it a lot easier for people to get around. In fact, if we look at the... Yes, 7,500 people now in universities. So I feel like we could definitely stick one more of them down somewhere. Like maybe along here. How many people do we have around this particular zone? There's quite a few young adults. I feel I could definitely benefit from high education. Yeah, just all along this area. It's quite a decent population, really. What we could do is just pause very quickly. And just have this be a separate section. Does it calculate straight away? I don't know. If I click on this, it doesn't. Okay, so I don't really want to do that then. Because I feel like I might accidentally just sort of delete everything. So what I should do is just sort of get rid of that. And then just sort of repaint over it. If anything, they got more space over that. This needs changing. For those that are wondering, we're trying to get the fusion reactor. And I only need to get the modern art museum in order to finish off that task. What is going on over here? Apparently, there's a little bit of an incident. Probably because the hospital's over here. What an interesting place for a hospital, apparently. Not many people are parked. Not many parking spaces at all, really. Only 2 people work here. Dexter Graham. Working at hospital. And you live over here. Wow. Quite a nice place to live, really. You're very close to work. You can pretty much walk there. Kind of. It's not a safe walk. It's not a safe walk at all, in fact. You might want to make... Oh, okay. Somehow, the bus depot's on fire. And there are 3 people just sort of throwing water onto the pavement. Looks like that sports car's got herself a free car wash. That's fantastic to see. I wouldn't trust a bus company if its own station caught fire. I would not go on those buses. How are we looking on education right now? 47%! Oh, I'm excited. Okay, we need to put one down right here, because we do, okay? Like, covering this spot. Yeah, that's nice. These using up a lot of our money, though. 48%! Oh, I'm excited! And then we can find a place for our fusion reactor. What's this? Is this a house? Okay. This is the weirdest house I've ever seen. How does it work? Granted, I have seen houses like this where sort of the entire bottom section is smaller than the top by quite a large amount. There's a few places nearby like that, sort of newer estates. Excuse me. They just sort of have the bottom of the house sort of mostly being the car park. Well, not the car park, the parking space. And then there's a stair to get to the top half. It's quite cool looking. But I wouldn't say it's sort of, you know, friendly for the disabled, I would say. Since it's just a stair. And if it's going to be a ramp, it's going to be a very steep ramp. Oh, we never got around to finishing off our flood barriers. Or whatever they were. Look a bit awkward though, really, don't they? Especially this one. This goes up just oddly. It's very expensive. It's just sort of thick concrete. Like, wow. I hate the way this slides in. How we're looking right now. Still 48%. Just sort of waiting around right now. Just looking around these houses. Oh, I really, really hate to be at this high school. It would be so noisy. I mean, right now they're sort of covered with sound barriers, but come on now. Especially in this classroom, like this top one. You'd get the vibrations of the vehicles going by. You'd never be able to concentrate. I like this. This back part's really nice looking. Once again, though, it's one of these situations. Tell you what, the kids in this school got really lucky because there's a lot more room in here than there is in the bloody secondary school. You can tell these are high-tech houses because they have a lot of roof windows. But you just know that's what the sort of proof. Well, lots of stuff on the roof anyway. I love that corner. I never really noticed that before. It's like a little clock tower almost. It's just sort of nice decorative spire of some kind. Very nice. And a dish right there, which seems to have some sort of advertisement on it. Made in China, probably. Look at it. Very old-fashioned. Very old-fashioned dish. I am a dish man, if you're curious to know. 49. Super excited right now. This is a high-tech industry now. You can tell by all the red. If it's one thing we do well in Europe, or at least sort of the Nordic regions, is the red buildings. Predominantly... Is it Finland? I can't remember. There's a lot of red buildings in a particular country. Not so much here. Yeah, these ones I don't like so much. I wonder if I can find that other house and name it my house. This is my house. Where was it before? Was it over here? Oh, yeah, this looks familiar. Ah, there it is. I found it immediately. Okay, Innkeeper's house. Remember, I am one person. That's my house. No one else can have it. Where's the person that lives here? Right, I'm gonna wait for someone to leave. If it will ever happen. Do you live? Oh, there we go. Okay, you live. You go. So, can I name you? Right. Well, this wagon could be called the Inmobile. No, it can't be called Merv. Merv. I don't know how to spell mobile. Is it mobile? No, that's not right. Mobile. No, I'm dyslexic. I can't do this. I'm gonna call it Merv. Right, there we go. Why do I have that car? Am I a family man? Am I a family guy? Is that what I am? Tell you what, the house next to me looks really bad, actually. Most of it is just sort of covered up with places to park, and I've already got that covered. Plus lots of extra space. I've got a chimney as well. This person next door, they're not living the high life. Of course, they're not at the same level as I am. Come on, person that's living here. Get out of your house for once. God, they are like me, aren't they? They're just a hermit. William Wilson, get out. You're being evicted. I've bought your home. I've named my car Merv. We're gonna have a fun time. Oh, there they are. I'm an old guy. Okay. Apparently, this is me in the future. Tell you what, I like this future. I've got a really nice house. I walk around with my walking stick like an old guy, just sort of poking at kids. But like, you get up my lawn! Or something like that. No. Innkeeper. I wonder if I'll find myself. Innkeeper. God, that was really deep what I just said there. I wonder if I'll find myself. Wow, my eyes have opened right now. Let's just go on a journey while we wait for the education to go up. Oh, 50%! Stop! Pause! Quickly! We need to buy it before it goes lower. Okay, quick, tab. Get me out of here. Help me. Walk through. Nope. Nope. It's fine. I'll find myself later on. I think I just found my future ex-wife. I'm not sure if anyone else saw that. Right, okay. So 50% education. Do we have to be above 50%? Or is it just straight up? 50% highly educated. Modern art museum. Okay, so we should be able to construct ourselves a modern art museum. I think. I don't know where it would be, though. Plaza of the Dead. Okay. What are these? Does that mean we've already built it? I am assuming so. Observatory. The Opera House. Oh, that must be it. Nope. No. Has to be one of... Oh, definitely this one. There we go. Okay. MAM, Modern Art Museum. Well, that is a modern art museum. Look at it. It's beautiful. So we need room for this. We can fit it across here perfectly. But I don't think that's the best place for... Well, it is kind of a good place, though, isn't it? I just wish it connected on both sides. It doesn't, though, which is really unfortunate. I do think we can put it around here somewhere, or maybe we can sort of fit an entire section of it over here. It's really annoying that it pops out in such a way. Sort of having it be around the university sounds like a good idea, though. It can be the modern art section of the university. I don't really care for it being there, but I don't have much space. Also, I think it belongs to the X-Men. I can't really tell. Right now... Oh, there it is! The fusion power plant. So now we should be able to get that placed. 8 grand a week? What? Tell you what, though. Produces 16k megawatts. 16,000 megawatts. What does a wind turbine produce? My God. Okay. This thing produces a lot of power and it looks really cool. Where do we put it? Do we put it on this island here? Do we put it over here? Do we make a new landmass and put it over there? Oh, yeah. We could put it around this particular section. Do you think we have enough money to make a new landmass, like right here, and have the road connect up like that? Do you think that's... I don't know if that's the best idea, but you know what? It's a damn good one. Alright, let's try it. Before I go onward, let's save. And let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Boop. Okay, so we want to... Before I do this, let's make sure we go up to the higher... Yeah, so it's that. So let's just grab ourselves a lot of dirt. Let's see if we can start right here. Just poke out the water. Wow, okay. Made a nipple. Good, I'm glad. Let's just lower it ever so slightly. Right, there we go. Now we should be able to... Okay, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That is not what I wanted to do at all. Back up. Come on. Right, there's the nipple. Now if we would just glide the nipple. Glide the nipple along. Right, grab some more dirt. This is our quarry right here. Let's make it a little less aggressive. Let's see if we can just sort of start molding this new bit of terrain. It might be a slightly longer episode because I want to get this done. Because next episode will probably be us just screwing around and doing lots of stupid stuff. Right, now, can I... sort of flatten this out? Right, how's that look? Okay, it's a little bit better, but it, you know, it could be a bit nicer, couldn't it? Alright, let's see. Oh, wrong thing. Let's just get ourselves a bit more dirt over here. Oh, no. Wrong tool. wonder if this one's better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, let's be less aggressive. And let's just sort of open it up on this side a bit more. Alright, there we go. Just sort of close it in so it's a bit flatter on this end. Make the brush a bit smaller. And let's make it slightly more aggressive. I like how it's a bit more aggressive. I don't know why I keep saying aggressive, but that just seems to be the word, or the... I was going to say the sound that keeps coming up, but there you go. Alright, let's just sort of have this stretch out over here a bit more. Alright, now what we can do is flatten it out. Seems good to me, although we could make it a bit higher. Doesn't seem to have done much. And it's sunk. Okay, it's gone now. It's all gone. Right, let's go for hyper-aggressive mode again. See if we can get this back on the ground. Let's have the water flow around it. It's probably going to cause some issues, because now the water needs to be displaced. Now look at that. That's really creepy looking. It's like a tsunami now, coming towards our island. It's probably going to increase the water level ever so slightly. Oh, it is a bit. Oh, it's a bit terrifying. I think it's just reached its maximum there. Bit of a shockwave. But it looks like we'll be fine. Right, anyway. Let's go back over here. Let's be less aggressive with this thing. Make it slightly more aggressive. Right, how's it look there? A little bit better. I think what we want to do is have ourselves some of those. Let's do this instead. There we go. Yeah, we want to have some seawalls around here. So I want to slightly square it off. Just so it looks kind of nice and fortified. Not that I necessarily want to go for a fortified look, I suppose. It's not like we're making Alcatraz or anything like that. Alright, just trying to square it off a bit more. Alright, how's it looking at the top? Okay, it's a bit nicer. There we go. Perhaps lowering it, though. Do we need to lower it, or do we just need to sort of thin it out a bit? You know, make the cliffs a bit more pronounced. Is that possible without just sort of going in like that? It looks alright. Let's see if we can get some of those barriers put in. If I can find them. There we go. Now this is going to be a little bit of a kerfuffle. What about these ones? Flood wall. I tell you what, those flood walls look pretty cool. But not necessarily what I'm going for. How does that look? Okay, that goes down a bit more, so we'll redo that last bit. What are we doing wrong here? Maybe we just need to sort of lower it. Lower the ground on this side a bit more. Not really lower it, but just sort of readjust it so that the height can change. There we go. Much better. I like the idea of the front sort of staying open, though. Although I suppose what we could do is sort of go down a bit. Nah, looks a bit weird. Nah, bit dodgy there. That looks fine. Okay. So it's sort of getting rid of these middle bits now. So if we go back to our brush, wrong page. Smaller brush, very small. And we're just sort of gonna try our hardest to get rid of those bits. And there we go, that looks a bit nicer. We'll do the same thing over here. Now we'll just lower them slightly here. Right, there we go. Same thing with this side. It's going to be a bit of a shock to the system again, probably. Right, but now we can get our road put in. Actually, before that, let's make sure it fits. Okay, it might just fit. I might be okay. What we need to do is get ourselves a high-quality road. It's high quality, trust me. Oh, there we go. Quality is high right there. I think that's good. There we go. There's some evil layer. Seriously, that's really weird. In a cool way, though. Of course. Do we just do a 6-lane road, or is that too much? Tell you what, it's off. Which is very, very bad. Can't have that happen. Oh, it is off, though. Oh, no. All right. Quickly. Refund the thing. We need to change everything. Right, we'll make sure we get this done first, then. Right, there we go. Very important road done. Followed by these 2 bits. Make sure there's no clip here. And we'll go out exactly, just perfectly on either side, and then we'll get our thing put in. Oh, you know what? We can't because of the levels. Right, tell you what, we'll get rid of that again. So much back and forth right now. Right, so there's 2 on either side there. Which means it should connect. There we go. Middle, perfectly connected. Now we just need to connect it up to the rest of the power grid. Now, what we should do is sort of make this look a little bit more electric. So we're gonna gotta make it look electric, okay? Oh, I can't get a station on that side. That annoys the hell out of me. Right, that's fine. We can get it on this side. And then have them sort of come through the middle like this. I feel like having 2 of them just so, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. Although a bit off there. Need to change that. Needs to be perfectly aligned. Now we just need to find a way to connect it up. Is that connected? That is somehow connected there. Maybe I'll just put a little house here. Yeah, just put a little house. There we go. It's a high density house just to make sure it's all connected. Do the same thing right there. Now we just need to get water over here and finish off with a little bit more decoration. Right, that's fine. What else do we need? We We need some other houses around it, just sort of, you know, that's where the people live, yo. Oh, no, tell you what, we need to have an office building. Yeah, right there, I think. We have an office building here, because that could sort of be administration. Right, there we go, that's cool, I like that. Right, if we go back into the settings right here and just sort of remove those blocks. We'll keep that building right there. So we got admin. We do need a parking lot. Can't remember where I put them. I think they're around here. There we go. That's fine. Put one right here. Alright, we got some parking spaces. You know, they get a bit dodgy towards the end there, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. It's still usable, right? We can go to our trees and get a few of them placed. Although they look a bit different there. Why do they look so different? The pollution. Well, no, it should be fine. Now we'll just get some trees placed around. They look so yellow. Yep, seems good to me. What else can we put around here? Can we put like a little path? Like a gravel path or something at the back. We have to redo the trees, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I like that. It's a shame it's still connected. There we go. Yep, that seems to kind of worked. I think we just need to get rid of this side and redo it. There we are. Beautiful. So put the trees back in. Slight oversight. See if I can try and get a good rhythm here. Probably not going to be exactly the same on either side, but oh well, it should do the trick. Good enough for me. And then we'll just get a few rocks. One right there. Can't get that one in. Can't get that one in either. Smaller rocks? There we go. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That's our power right now. Our consumption is minuscule in comparison to our production. This is insane. We'd never have power issues ever again. We don't even need to spend that much on our power budget. We could just go all the way down to like 80%. Right now, though, the plague has come back, which is great and all. But now we are... Oh, wow. Okay, yep, plague has returned. Good to see. I'm really happy to see that. That makes me so happy. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. That's beautiful. Our own little bit of island right there. We made our own island. We've got the office building. We got the... Oh, wow. There's like a little orb at the top right there. And that thing is creepy. Oh. It's giving me seizures. It's really weird. There we are. The fusion power plant. The fusion power plant provides electricity for the whole city. And more, apparently. Power output at 10,240 megawatts. It costs 6,400 a week to keep up. However, the amount that we're saving due to a smaller budget to electricity has actually put us in the green when it comes to, well, we're making more money now. We've increased revenue because of this thing, which is great. More profits. And there's the plague for you. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That was our final goal, or at least one of our main goals for the series, just to get that fusion reactor, and I'm glad we've done it. Next episode will be the last episode, where we just do a bunch of stupid fun stuff and see what we can really cause. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel, and Twitch for live streams. I'm Innkeeper. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you all next time. I've mastered that. Bye-bye.